podcast was that?
Oh my God. No Limit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It was No Limit.
Yes, it was No Limit podcast. That's actually a funny story, too. So one of the owners of the podcast is actually a mutual friend with my boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And he didn't even know I made music. And we were around each other, like, a lot. And, like, kind of like you, he went on my page one day. He's like, oh, you make music? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, come to the podcast. So I was like, okay. So that was kind of funny how that happened. Mm-hmm. And I think, his name is D-Lo. And I knew him outside of music. But, and that was new for me, too. I really don't. That was actually my first podcast I've ever done. But I liked it.
Was it an interview? Because I only saw, like, the
You
clip.
know what?
Or was it just kind of like...
Okay, so it started as an interview. I gave a background about me. And then, like, we kind of drifted away from that and just started talking about, like, politics in the industry and stuff.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, we were talking about Nicki Minaj because they were trying her, and I just wasn't having it at the time, because I feel, despite how anyone feels about her, you cannot take away from,
You can't.
what she's done, that was like where my passion was coming from.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, like, you kind of made a good point, because I know they were trying to, like, name, like, female rappers from, like, back in the day, but this is, like, modern times.
Yeah, she's now our
like,
new that.
She took what they did and made it her own, so now, like, people that follow from her kind of take kind of what she did and make it
exactly
their own, not Queen Latifah and
exactly
Foxy Brown or all these other
that's all I was that's why I don't know,
it's just kind of like, it's just not the same.
Yep. And that's why I kept saying the newer, because they, like you said, they're stuck on Foxy. I'm like, no, now, like. So yeah, but that was fun. Shout out to No Limit. Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah. So Alexa Rae, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Well, it was a nice day.
It was getting kind of cloudy.
Yeah, so I'm having a good day. Good. I've been enjoying the performances and stuff. I love, everything happening in honor of Black History Month. I feel like that's really dope. It's really dope for, local artists to be highlighted.
Definitely.
I love that. So yeah, so I'm good. How about you? You having a good day?
I'm good. I'm just doing what I love to do.
Okay.
So y'all love to
and I love that.
I love to interview.
This is your world.
And, yep.
So that's good, because this is still new to me.
So, are you from the Southern California?
I am not. So originally, I'm from New York. I moved out here in 2015. Yeah. So I'm a virgin. Yeah, well, I live in Smithfield.
Now?
Yeah, you probably don't know where that is.
Isn't that where the ham is? Yeah. The Virginia ham?
Yeah. So I live in the country, but for me, it's like great balance, because when I have to go out and be Alexa Rae, it's like great. And then I just go back to my country with my kids. And
you have kids?
Yes, I do. I have 2 girls. Yeah, they're 4 and 6.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do.
In Smithfield?
In Smithfield. Yep. It's Smithfield. Yes,
How long
ma'am.
was that ride out here?
A good 40 minutes without tolls.
So y'all were here early too.
Yeah, I try to be prompt. I tried. That's one thing I don't play about. But that's my mom, because she, raised me to be like that. Like, she would leave me if I wasn't ready. So it kind of just, yeah, that's just me now.
She wasn't calling you over.
Yeah.
All right, I'm really
You're getting left. Yeah, so.
Parents do that. Be like, all right.
Yep, she's still like that too. But yeah, it's just in me now, so I just try to be prompt. But yeah, like, it's just a good balance for me. So I don't mind it. And Smithfield's actually in between everything, believe it or not. Excuse me. It is. Okay, so like Hampton, Newport News, it's in the middle. And then Norfolk, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, like, it's in the middle. Like, it takes the same duration, in my opinion, to get to both places.
Okay.
So maybe I'm just used to it.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm probably, I'm just used to it, because, and I also used to like drive back and forth to New York all the time. So I'm a driver. So what may be long for you, like, to me, I'm like, oh, oh, that's around the corner. And you're like, girl, that was 30 minutes.
So are you from New York City or the state of New York?
No, okay, so I'm from this county called Westchester. It's about 15 minutes from the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't grow up in the city. When I tell people that, they stop caring, which is fine. I understand. I understand.
So you're new to music.
No. Okay, so I've been writing music for about 5-6 years, but I just came on the scene last year. That's like when I first like showed myself. Actually at Grove in Suffolk, there was a Puffin mic. Yeah, so that was actually where I did my first performance, and kind of from there I just started booking more and more shows. You know, I go here, people ask me to do something else, so that's kind of, you know, what I've been doing. Most people assume I have like this great plan, but I don't. I've kind of just been whatever comes to me, you know, I just bask in it and just ride the wave.
Is that method working for you?
It is. I'm not gonna lie, I am getting to that point with myself. I feel like I do need to be a little more strategic with things. Like me personally now, I guess I can say this, I was gonna decide to actually take a step back from doing shows as much as I was.
Really?
Only, because I'm trying to work on like my digital presence. As you know, like social media is very
That's where I come in.
yeah, you know, social media is very important these days. And don't get me wrong, you know, I still love performing and stuff, but I feel like as far as me and being an artist, that is where I'm kind of gearing more these days on, like, you know, content, you know, pushing my records that I already have out, like getting a budget behind them and not just dropping them, the songs for them to just float in Apple Music land. So yeah, I'm just trying to be more strategic with things. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you, girl. Cause
Get with me.
Yeah.
So do you ever feel like, hey Jay, do you ever feel that, I don't know, maybe you put out a song, but then you're in a certain place, and then you wrote this song from the place that you're in, but then maybe you're not in that place anymore, but let's just say you're like, it's a single now, or that's like the song you're trying to push or something, and then it's like, I'm singing this song, but it's like, I'm not even in this place anymore. Do you ever feel like that?
Oh, all the time. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's actually how I operate, and I'm like also trying to get out of that because my music timeline is so behind. Like, I dropped a project, it was an EP back in October called So Far So Great, and the songs on that project I recorded in like 2020, 2021. So my timeline is so off. So I'm glad that you said that, because there are times where now I'm performing those songs and people are like, oh, what was the meaning behind that? And I'm like, dang, I don't even remember, because it was that, you know, it was so long ago, and I'm like present now. So I am also kind of trying to work on that, you know, and it's okay to, I feel, have songs, you know, older songs, but I do want to like start putting stuff out where I'm at currently.
Yeah.
So, you know, it can kind of make sense.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I get that. Last but not least, because I think our 5 minutes are definitely up.
Oh yeah, sorry girl, I'll talk your head off.
Nah, girl, it's me. So what song are you performing today, and what is the story, or I guess one of the songs?
Okay. So the main one that I will be performing, it's called Shine, and that song, to me, I really wrote that kind of to like encourage myself, like, because as you know, sometimes you can be like overlooked in certain areas, and at the time I wrote that, I felt that's how I felt, so it was kind of like a little tribute to myself, like, okay, how am I trying to say this? It is not only relatable to women. Like, men have came up to me and said like, oh, I love that song, you know, it makes me feel good about myself. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Miss Jade. Yes,
so
ma'am.
Good luck with that, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Give me a hug, girl.
Oh.
It was so nice meeting you.
Likewise.